Hi guys, today I thought that we would go through my training bag. So my online academy members regularly ask me what I keep in my training bag because I reference it often and like this is it. You see it's like full of stuff. And my academy members regularly ask me what I keep in it. So I thought that I would actually turn this into a YouTube video so that you all could see what I keep in my training bag. Now, this bag I do not carry with me into public. So if you want to know like what I carry with me when I go into Target with a new dog or the mall or something like that, that's a separate thing. And you can let me know in the comments below if that's a video you would be interested in. But this bag is like the one that goes back and forth with me from the house to this building to if we're going to train in the park. With a new dog doing public access, I will take this and leave it in the car. If I was going to go to like a group class, this is just the training bag where I keep all the things that I might need for a normal training session. So I just thought we'd go through it together. So the first thing in it is that you guys know I like clickers. So I do keep a couple different clickers in my bag. So this is the eye clicker and it has a little button on top. This is my preferred clicker. It's easier to click, it's more user-friendly, and it's quieter for indoor locations. So I do like this one. However, I also keep a box clicker with me, which is the one where there's like the metal tab and you have to actually put your thumb in there to click. I do keep these on me because they are louder. And I have noticed that sometimes outside, if my dog is struggling to focus, I have just found that sometimes the louder clicker seems to help get into their brain a little bit better. So I do like to have both options in my training bag for just in case I need them. Plus, then I have a backup if something happens to this. Although I do also use verbal markers. So if I really don't have a clicker, I'm still okay. The next thing that's in here is going to be my treat pouch so that I don't have to put treats in my pocket. Once my dogs are advanced in public, although like I said, it's a separate video, I don't necessarily wear this, but I do wear this when I do most of my training because it's just really convenient. This is the one I like. There are tons of different options. This has got a hinge on it as well as a hook and a belt. So you kind of have lots of options. So this is the training pouch I use. You should use what works for you, but I keep that in here as well. Now I do load this. So like whenever I'm going to go do a training session, I will load it with whatever I'm planning on using for treats that day. And if you guys want to know all the different treats I use, again, that's a different video. So put that in the comments below and I can let you know. I can make a video on that. But so I'll just preload this with treats and for every training session. But I do keep a variety of extra treats in my training bag also. So I keep dog food because this is the primary thing that I use as a treat for most of my dogs, unless we are very high distraction location. If my dog struggles with public access, there are reasons I would use a higher value treat, but generally I'm using dog food. I do keep some other type of higher value treat in my bag. Today, it is just pepperoni. What this is varies, but something shelf stable. So I'm not going to put like hot dogs or steak or something like that and leave it in the bag. These are the treats that I want to be able to leave in there and not have to worry about. So something shelf stable. Because I do use milk bones with Leo a lot, I break them in half and use them for training. I have never recommended that somebody use milk bones. I have never used milk bones to train a dog in my entire life. But for Leo, they work really well because they're nice and big and he gets very excited about food and they're nice and low value. That's the opposite of what we generally want, but that is what I use for Leo a lot. So I didn't want to lie to you guys. I do have a bag of milk bones in here as well. Now, I also keep in my bag a couple jars of baby food. I've never needed this with Leo, but sometimes my other dogs might need them for a variety of reasons. So I do keep these in there because, again, they're shelf stable. I don't have to worry about them. They're just meat flavored. Like this one's chicken, this one's turkey, like with gravy. This is what I have found for a lot of dogs will be the highest level reinforcer that you can possibly get food-wise. Not for all dogs, for a lot of dogs. And I'm not going to open it because then it's not shelf stable anymore, but I can open it and just let the dog lick out of it. So I might use them at vet visits. They're a nice backup treat to keep in my bag if things really are starting to go badly and I need to save the training scenario. So I do just keep a couple jars of these in there because they're, like I said, they're not big. They don't take up a lot of space and they're shelf stable. So I don't have to worry about them. And as a professional trainer, when I'm working with clients, every now and then a client's dog will for some reason need a really high value treat and then I have it with me. So I do take this bag with me when I go to see clients too. Then we also have, so I always have a Target stick with me. Now I am planning a video specifically on Target sticks. So if that's something you guys are interested in, let me know. I use this for a lot of training stuff. So I do like to have one because I never know when I might want it. And so then I have it in my bag. I am actively using this with Leo right now at the time of filming this video to train a variety of alerts. So I'm actively using this almost daily, but I do keep it in the training bag. I also like to keep a couple different toys because I really like to use toys when we're training, and I really like to use toys to build relationships and things like that. And they're just nice to have because you never know when you're going to need one. So I have a tennis ball because almost all the dogs in my house are tennis ball nuts. And then this is just, I have this is a tug toy. So I usually like to keep something that works as a tug toy and something like a fetch object, like a tennis ball. So these are the two that I have in here currently, but this gets rotated depending on just depending. I also keep a tripod for my phone because I do film most of my training for either my reference or for my academy members to turn into content for them and lessons and stuff. I like these types. I have no idea what brand this is, but I think I just got it on Amazon. I like the ones with the bendy legs because then when I'm training by myself, I can hook it on a chair or a fence or a tree branch even, and I can film myself training. They're not expensive. You can get these for like $20. And so I keep this in my training bag all the time so that I have it when I need it, because generally, like a lot of the things in here, I don't plan on needing it, but I do find that I need them often enough that I want to have them. So I may not plan on filming a training session and then go, oh, actually, I really should film this. But the same thing with these treats. I might not plan on needing one of these treats, but it's nice to have them as a backup. I also only have a couple other things in here. So I do keep, I keep a set of nail clippers, and a set of nail clippers and a brush in my training bag as well. Just so they're handy for when I need them, I guess. This doubles as this is something I'm teaching my retriever to retrieve right now. So this is also doubling as a retrieve object for us. She really doesn't like the texture of it, so we're working really hard, but this is a retrieve item for us. But this way I can also practice my husbandry skills whenever I feel like mixing them into our training sessions, which I think is a really important thing that a lot of service dogs don't get enough of. So teaching them to be comfortable with brushing and nail trims and veterinary care and things like that, I think is really important piece of training. And then somewhere in here, I have poop bags in one of these pockets because I do try to keep poop bags with me also because you never know when you're going to need one of those, right? So those are the things that I keep in my training bag. In the car, I will have like a bowl for water, like wet wipes for my hands, stuff like that. But this is the stuff that comes with me. It will be in my living room for when I'm training there. It will come into this building for me when I'm training here. I'll put it in the car, and whenever we're going to the park or we're going wherever, I will add to it anything that we're currently working on. So if I'm working on a pivoting behavior, for example, then I might have my pivot platform in here. That type of thing. So if I have a prop we're working with regularly, it's going to live in here also. But that's it. It's basically a variety of reinforcers, a couple of, it's a variety of reinforcers with different treats, different toys, a variety of versatile training props that I never know when I might want, something to film myself with, and then a couple clickers and the treat pouch. I guess I do generally keep Leo's leash and vest in here, but they're not in here right now because they're at the back of the car because he's doing so much public access lately that it just makes more sense for them to be there. But that's it. That's what I keep in my training bag. And if you guys have questions or if there's something that you keep in your training bag that I didn't mention, go ahead and throw it in the comments below.